Whoop whoop. Let's get into it. I'm not gonna say that the weekend's almost over, okay? It's a long weekend. There's a lot of minutes in an hour, and you got like 7 more of those hours. So, I mean, you have a whole good time. You can take a drive somewhere, 20-minute drive, have a good time. Almost time to get to sleep, huh? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Obviously. Joe Rogan, Candace Owens have aligned on MAGA. I never thought I'd see that happen. I always thought, Charlie, like Candace, just hardcore in that way. Joe Rogan, some people call him a fence sitter. Some people call him a flip-flopper, different things like that. But right now, they have aligned completely on what's going on with MAGA. And Joe Rogan goes as far as to call what exists, what's left of MAGA, a bunch of dorks. No, I don't approve of that, okay? I think we're going to play Candace Owens first. Then we're going to jump over to Joe. Actually, you know what? Let's jump over to Joe Rogan first. Joe Rogan calling him a whole bunch of dorks. Anyway, let's jump into that. Oh, Candace is fed up. You can see it on her face. Let's jump in.
That coalition is still ripe for someone else to pick it up and run with it. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I'm hoping. I hope Thomas Massie runs for president. I think, by the way, they're doing a big money bomb for Thomas Massie on March 30th. And I think him winning re-election in Congress is like the most important political election in the country right now, because he's done nothing wrong except actually stand up for America first and for all the stuff that Donald Trump and Tulsi Gabbard and all these people ran on. And he's gotten the Israel lobby and the Adelsons, but I repeat myself, have been pouring millions of dollars into his race to try to unseat him for the crime of not going along with the cover-up and not going along with another stupid war and having some like fiscal sanity. So I hope he wins.
Imagine those being 3 negatives. Imagine those being 3 negatives that people are saying he's not MAGA.
Yeah. Well, then, okay.
What is MAGA then?
Well, if that's like, I don't know, like my position is always like, if you're saying, if not supporting covering up the Epstein files or not supporting a stupid war of choice, a war of aggression on behalf of Israel means I'm not MAGA, then okay, I'm not MAGA. I'm not attached to the phrase "Make America Great Again." I don't care. Then
but
fine.
If that phrase sucks. Here's the thing. Like, first of all, America is great. Make America greater, I'm down. But make America great again, and then it becomes a movement of a bunch of dorks, because a lot of them are dorks. A lot of them, these really weird, uninteresting, unintelligent people that have got something they cling to. And there's a lot of people that are just real, genuine patriots. And they're all lumped into this one group, and you got to accept the dorks, too. That. Yeah. Like, the concept of making America great is a great idea. But as soon as you have a team and you allow anybody to join up, you don't even have tryouts for your team. Yeah. So you've got a bunch of that are running around spouting out opinions, and you have to go along with them because they're MAGA. And then you've got bots online that are probably from Indonesia or Russia or wherever, and they're pretending they're MAGA and they're saying crazy shit. So that's a part of MAGA too. You've up by becoming a part of a group.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Republican group, a Democrat group, a MAGA group, a woke group, whatever it is, by being in a group.
Yeah, what is George Carlin said, people are great as individuals.
Yeah.
But when they get in a group, man, they're the worst things in the world. And that's why it should be about.
That's a great quote. I never heard Carlin say that. That's great. That's a great quote. Great quote. One thing with Joe Rogan, what he's saying here, I mean, did you have tryouts? Well, no, like people didn't have tryouts. That was the whole thing, is that all of these races and people, all walks of life, all financial stature, all of them were just coming together as one thing. And it seemed beautiful because that's what you want America to look like. And that's what it all looked like at the time, right? Now I'm starting to think back to all these rallies. I'm like, how much of this was set up? Because you have to think about it. That same thing happened with Kamala. We were looking at Kamala, and people were like, oh, well, this bus is this, and these people are here, and these people are here, and 19 buses just showed up to fill up this space that she has. But I never thought, hoodwinked. Just a shirt with my face on it, pointing at myself, says hoodwinked on top. Just me just like dressed like Tupac. I look exactly like Tupac, same body and everything, no dad bod, 6-pack, and it just says hoodwinked life on my stomach, because that's how it is, right? Instead of a picture of an AK-47, I got a picture of a little wink. Hoodwinked. Because I never thought, could his rallies be a little, astroturfed, a little doctored as well, a little fudged? Could have been. I'm not saying they are. I'm not going that far. But I don't know. These guys, these rappers would just show up and be like, we making songs. A big black guy would show up. All of these mascots, all of these mega mascots would show up and they'd be like, hey, there's a, do you see that big black guy anymore? I don't even see him anymore. There's a big jack black guy. He'd be like, he'd be flexing and stuff. You'd be like, wow, look at that. That's MAGA too. And then you see these white guys show up with all these tattoos and they'd be like, yeah, what's going on? And they were rappers and they would start rapping and stuff. They'd make little music videos. Latino guys would show up and do it. Where'd all those guys go? Were they just paid? Me today thinks that's a paid job when I see that. These guys just showed up. They showed up like Mickey Mouse and Snow White would show up to Disney. But they're never allowed to take off their heads. If they take off their masks, it's a problem. Disney doesn't like that. You understand? I don't know, guys. So there was no tryouts. There's no tryouts because he just wanted everybody to get together. But you know what they did? They took, and this might sound like 1 + 1 = 2 to some people, but they took the concept of unity and coming together, all sorts of different people, and they took forming a huge voting block and disguised it as this unity and this beautiful thing. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Could have been all organic. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, let's keep going.
The issues. It should be about your principles and what you believe in. And that's and you should be like, look, like I've said many nice things about Tulsi Gabbard over the years, and I was extremely critical of her since last summer into now, because I think she's lying us into a war, which is the war that she was always opposed to. The one. She sold no war with Iran t-shirts. She like this was
How is
literally
she lying us into this war?
So because that's
anyway. Apparently, they have a back and forth. She wasn't actually lying. I think Dave just used the wrong term. Instead of lying, like not telling the truth, what she's doing is lying, like lying down and just allowing it to happen. I think there's just like, Dave just messed up a little bit there. Joe Rogan calls him out. It's all sorts of wild, but that's not what we're focused on here today, okay? Tulsi and her no war in Iran shirts. We're not focused on that today, guys. We're focused on unity between Candace Owens and Joe Rogan. I can't wait to see the podcast. They're aligning on so many things. First, Erica Kirk, the Charlie Kirk narrative. Of course, they align on that. They're starting to align on where the conservative movement is going. They're starting to really understand each other. The first time she was on the show, they weren't really eye to eye on anything. She was hardcore. She was Charlie Kirk. She was Black Lady Charlie Kirk. That's what she was. So they didn't align on anything. They were just arguing and bickering and debating the whole time. Now they align on a lot of things. Anyway, let's play Candace. This is from 2 weeks ago. Then I'm going to show you another clip from 8 weeks ago because your girl, Candace, is like Nostradamus.
So look, I have not exactly found the correct words to communicate how I feel about President Donald Trump. I sort of ignore the topic of his existence altogether because it kind of sickens me, as it should. It should. If you were 2015, 2016, running around in MAGA hat, catching all of the figurative bullets for supporting him, standing up to the never Trumpers who are now running his administration, this level of deceit and betrayal should sicken you, right? The human spirit isn't really meant to contend with that sort of deceit. You're not supposed to even fathom a scenario where someone like Charlie Kirk quite literally dedicates his entire professional career, builds up an organization meant to help Trump, to empower Trump, conservative principles one way or the other. And in return, when Charlie Kirk is assassinated in front of the world, Trump dedicates a total of two tweets, 3 tweets at most, to demanding, and he'd never demanded an investigation. And one of those tweets that he dedicates Charlie Kirk is an AI image of Charlie hugging an Israeli flag. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Trump has shown more interest in debunking the mainstream media narrative about whether or not he's balding than he showed any interest in investigating who murdered a person who was supposed to be his dear friend.
I mean, Candace is the funniest when she's not trying to be funny. More about whether or not he's balding. Completely straight-faced. No giggle, no laugh, no smile, nothing. That is when she's the funniest. It's hilarious when she does that. I mean, and she's 100% right. And I guess that's what it takes for some people. The mask has to fall on certain people, and then all of a sudden you kind of wake up to it. And I know a lot of you are throwing popcorn at the screen, and you're like, I knew about this the whole time. You're throwing tissues and popcorn, and yeah, I know. I get it. You're holding number one fingers. I knew the whole time. I get it. I understand. But it's just fun to see Candace and Joe align on this whole thing, especially Joe to call them a bunch of dorks. Now, I don't actually agree with them because what's he talking about? What do you mean, a bunch of dorks? What? That's Lindsey Graham. What do you mean? That's Lindsey Graham. Huh? Never seen a war he didn't like. What are you talking about? That's what's his name? Kessenbaum? That's Kessenbaum right there. That's Micro Mark. You know how he got that nickname? Huh? He's small in the pants. What are you talking about? That's Jigsaw. Huh? What are you talking about? That's that guy. James. Hi, James. Please block me. I've asked you many times. What are you guys talking about? Huh? What? Look at that. Come on. That's Seth Dillon. He blocked me a long time ago. You could learn a thing or two from him, James. He blocked me a long time ago. Look at that. I don't even know what that is. Look at that. That's Satan. Hey. Somebody put that on the teleprompter. Who put that on the teleprompter? I wouldn't call him that. Who put that on the teleprompter? Is there no teleprompter here? Is there no one in the room? It's only me? Ah, dang. All right, you caught me. Fine. You caught me. You know? Ian Carroll's becoming a bad influence. I'm like, why do I have to censor myself? Why should I? Huh? You know? Anyway, here's the next one.
Now we have been infiltrated. I want to say this on a more serious note. We are seemingly at a point in time when the people that are adamantly defending Trump, right? Now we've got like Meghan McCain defending him, Ben Dominic defending him, her husband, Ben Shapiro defending him, literal never Trumpers who have now changed their minds. What does that say? Has the MAGA base moved or has Trump moved? And then we have Tucker Carlson, who literally stumped for Trump, like put it out on the line so that Trump could win, being called kooky by Trump. But what does that say? And I'm starting to wonder, like I said, if Trump's entire purpose here is to convince the populist movement that wars are actually okay. Like he's like becoming war light, like it's like diet war, because we're going to actually package the idea of war a little bit differently. And that's something that I'm not going to accept anymore.
That was 8 months ago. Before what's happening today. I mean, your girl was on point. I mean, she was on point with that one. She was like, it's like he's trying to package it. And now you look and there's these two packages and he's like, here's one package. This one is for, no nuclear weapons. Here's another one. This one's for liberty. And the liberty comes along with $13 trillion worth of oil. Here you go. Those aren't wars. Those are just good times. And you're like, I guess so. I don't know. They sound like good times. Are those good times? Then you ask someone like Candace and she's like, no, that's actually war. It's actually war. There's a bunch of people that have been blown up. And you're like, huh? Sir, you said those were good times, those two packages you just had set up. You caught me. They were really wars. Whatever. Congress didn't approve it, so we don't even call it war anyway. How about that? Isn't that weird? Anyway. I don't know what anybody's talking about. These guys aren't dorks. Okay? Lindsey Graham. You're going to say Lindsey Graham is a problem? This is the new face of MAGA, ladies and gentlemen. Are you kidding me? What more could you ask for? Lindsey Graham? Lindsey Graham would go to war with a schoolyard if Raytheon told him so. You need a guy who can take orders. Just give me a little bit of money. Mr. President, if we could just, I know it's a schoolyard. But I've heard crazy, terrible things about that schoolyard and them, all of them that are in there. Those insurgents. Are you talking about those children? I don't even listen. Just give me a little bit of money, okay? Give me like $14 billion. Oh, it's so sweet. Just give me a little bit, please. Mr. President, please, can we just go to war with somebody? You know? He's just at the border of Canada. Canada, come out here and fight me. Come out here and do something to me. Mr. President, Canada did something to me. Can I have $19 billion so I can go to war with Canada, please? Can you send jets over, stealthies? Can you send 4 stealthies? Oh, God, come on, Mr. President. You know, this is what he does all day. I went to Russia yesterday, Mr. President. Mr. President, I was in Russia the other day, and they said terrible things about you. You should hear it. And they said, let's go to war. And I was like, well, he doesn't back down from nothing like that. That's what I said. Can I have $19 billion? Yeah, it's the same price as Canada. It's all the same price, really. You just send it over to Lockheed Martin, and they send me a check and a gift basket. They're the nicest people. I'll tell you something. Mr. President, me and Zelensky are wondering if we could have $200 billion. Mr. President, we were just wondering if we could have $200 billion just to tide us over for the next 6 months. Nah, he said no again, Zelensky. Let's go back to bed. Oh. Anyway, let's keep going here. You know, then you got Graham Allen. And Graham Allen, I don't know why Graham Allen's not in this, right? Like, he should be. I think Graham should replace James for sure. Come on, no one replaces this guy. This guy, look at him. He's sweet as can be. He looks very sweet. He looks very nice. Very, very nice. Graham should replace the guy in the middle, if anything. I mean, come on, everybody knows.
Donald Trump has officially kicked out Tucker Carlson from the MAGA movement. Honestly, it's about time.
I agree. Who needs one of the most powerful, charismatic, influential voices in the conservative movement inside of your movement? I've always said that. I've always said, don't give me the most powerful, influential people who can help me take office time and time again. Get those people away from me and bring me Lindsey Graham and Mark. Bring me Lindsey Graham. Bring me Micro Mark. Okay? Give me whatever's going on here. Give me some of that. Give me McCain. Give me all this, please. I don't need those kooky podcasters. I don't need all that. I agree. Next up on the list, bang. You're telling me you don't like the way this guy looks? Huh? What's the problem? This is the face. He's doing big things. Huh? That's Cash Winnie the Patel. What you telling me you don't like that guy either? Huh? Huh, Mr. Rogan? Huh, Joe? You didn't tell me you don't like Cash Patel? You kidding me? Guy bagged a country music sensation who's also an investigator on her spare time. And when she investigates things, she writes it out in chapters like it's a Nancy Drew book. I mean, what are we talking about here? You're going to say this guy's a dork? Does this look like a dork to you, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I mean? Sometimes I got to put Rogan in his place. I'm sorry, guys. What am I supposed to do? Say nothing? Are you joking right now?
We are so excited to be joined by Cash and his beautiful girlfriend, Alexis. So I just want to clarify, you're not Jewish.
I'm not.
You are not from Israel.
No.
So how did we get to, are you a Mossad agent?
You know, that's a great question.
That is a great question. I don't understand how that happened at all. I don't get it. It's not like they hire people from other countries to be inside of that intel. They don't do that. Huh? As far as I can see. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Look at this. Look at those two together. Who's the dork? Huh? Maybe you should look in the mirror, Joe Rogan. How about that? And then we have, who put this here? What is this? Hey, Who put this picture here like this? I'm so sorry about that, guys. Here you go. We got Ben Shapiro. I don't know who did that. The baby, probably. The baby. That would make sense, actually, because the baby likes colors and, you know, this is like, you know what I mean? The baby probably did that. I would never do something like that. I don't know. I'll keep the baby out of here. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we got Ben Shapiro up next. And why isn't Ben Shapiro on this list of people here? Are you guys kidding me? I know there's only so many spaces. Get that picture out of here. I know there's only so many spaces. We got Ben Shapiro. Absolutely incredible. He's a little bit Mark Levin. He's a little bit Lindsey Graham. He loves a good war as long as it benefits one place, and it's not America. And on top of that, probably micro as well. You know what I mean? I'm just guessing. I'm not saying it's serious. Anyway, guys, come on down here, eyebrows. Play a little bit for us.
No one in the United States should be retiring at 65 years old. Frankly, I think retirement itself is a stupid idea unless you have some sort of health problem. Everybody that I know who is elderly, who has retired, is dead within 5 years.
All right. There you go. There you go. I mean, you don't want to join this MAGA movement? I don't understand. What's the problem? You got a problem because they took it over? Are you kidding me? That's absolutely ridiculous. And then Ben, he fully endorsed Byron Donalds. That happened. What on earth is this? Come on, man. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I have no idea who did. The baby, probably. Baby likes stars and colors. Listen, the baby comes in from time to time. I apologize. Anyway, fully endorsed Byron Donalds. And, you know, that's a great thing. He's going to lose now. He's going to lose Governor Florida for sure now. But, you know, at least you're showing people where you stand. This is the new face, right? I used to like both these guys, man. I used to like both of them. A whole lot, you know? Because I love America, you know? I really do. Like way more than a lot of people. And it's been so good to me. It's crazy. So incredible to me. You know? And then you just see people and they just decide, you know, whatever. I'm already American, so whatever. Just my allegiance is already there. It's already, so I can just pledge allegiance to this other place. And I can do it in secret, in the dark, and take money, and it's fine. It's like, whatever. It's crazy to me. Crazy. I used to really like these two guys, man. I really did. And we have Mark Levin. Look at that. Like a cheery guy. A cheery, nice guy. He has pictures in the background like Barron does. Right? He's a cheery, very fun guy. Right? No? I don't know. He looks like it to me. Right? Micro Mark, as they call him lovingly. Right?
Anti-West crowd to understand something. You're going to have to come through me and millions of people just like me. And you're not going to make it. You think your stupid little podcast, or your stupid little subscription program, or your little TV show, or maybe you have a little radio show, is going to change the world like hell it is, not if I and everybody else have something to say about it.
That's incredible. Right? And I get what he's doing there. I understand completely. Who cares about the little podcasts that the now president made sure to go on, and all of the candidates decided to go on because they realized how powerful they are? You know what? Damn those podcasts. I agree. It's cute when I do a podcast, but the rest of you guys, absolutely ridiculous, you know? And those are good points that he made. Very good points. Again, very loving guy. What's your problem? You know, maybe you should look inward towards yourselves. Oh, and then we have this guy. What are we talking about? How did he not make it on that other list with Satan and, you know, and Seth and all those guys? You know, How did he not get there?
So you understand the gatekeeper component. Part number 2 is they have a piece of hidden knowledge. Candace does this. Joe Kent's doing it now. Igor and his boys are doing it now. Trump is being gatekept from this hidden knowledge we have, but they never, ever tell you what it is, ever. They never tell you who they think killed someone in a murder case. They're telling you suspicious. They don't say anything. All they do is they give you 2 data points, totally unrelated, and they let you make the connection.
Now that's amazing. It's amazing that he's saying that, because this is Mr. Trust the Plan for years now. Years now. He's always been like, trust the plan. Oh, man, there's some things I saw. You know I can't tell you guys, and this and that. All the time. That was the basis of his whole career. I'm not even going to act like I like this guy. I was doing that before with everybody else. I'm not doing that with this guy. I'm not doing this with RoboCop. This is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't even like the movie. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like his performance in all of the RoboCops. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't believe it. That's all. I thought it was hokey. I thought it was hacky. But this is what he's always done. That is the thing he does. He says, I have information. I was Secret Service. I was law enforcement. I have access to these people and you guys don't. So you have to trust me when I tell you X, Y, Z. And never gives you the information, ever. And always says he can't. And always says, trust me. And then he joined the Bureau. And then he's like, I don't care if you trust me. Wow. What on earth is Joe Rogan talking about when he says a bunch of dorks? You know? Who does this Joe Rogan guy think he actually is? You know, I'm pulling up a picture of him like I don't have him on my wall back here. What are you talking about, Joe? Huh? He hasn't pointed out one dork yet. I haven't seen any dorks, you know? Where do you see dorks? Huh? Tell me just one. It's nothing but just brave men and women who some people think are men. Okay? So, I just had to straighten them out today, guys. Okay? Hope you're having a lovely weekend. But I just had to straighten them out today. How dare you? Huh? Bunch of dorks. Come on. What are you going to say? You love America? What are you one of those guys that loves America? Huh? What are you, one of those guys that doesn't take money from any foreign interests and just loves America? You one of those guys? That's so 2024, man. Come on. That's so 2023. That's so 1910. That's so 1850, bro. Come on. Come on. They were probably doing it back then too. Whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to you guys really quick. It's a weekend, you know, I keep it real brief on the weekends, right? You know, I'm with the wife and the kid and I'm doing the dad thing and I'm resting. But we're going to be back Monday. I mean, one of these videos will come out on Sunday as well. But we're going to be back Monday. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. I'm going to update you on the realm of X. I will show you everything that's happening and I will package it in the funniest way possible. Not many funnier than I am. I'm just going to say it. I'm modest, but I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it in a volume in my voice right now. Not many. Turn it up a little bit. Funnier than what we got going on here. You guys say it all the time. I realize that I should embrace it as well. And don't worry. Don't worry. I will see you guys soon. I'm sorry I took up your whole weekend. Oh my gosh, it's over already. Oh, bye.